boring one to start, David. Any team news, any injuries we should know about? You've got a reasonably full deck of cards, haven't you?
Yeah, am I replying first? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that we've got a question mark about Naif, Agard, and Maxi's not travelled, so we'll have to see how those boys are.
Hi, David. Ahead of the game, you spoke well about Emerson and Lucas Paqueta linking up well down the left. Just how impressed have you been with their partnership this season?
We've been very impressed for most of the season. I mean, Lucas Paqueta's only just back from injury, which has been a big miss for us, but getting him back's been great. And I think it's also benefited Emerson as well, his performances as well. So both of them have done really well.
Hi David, obviously this is now your third season in Europe and third time in the knockouts. How much does the experience of getting to the semi-finals, winning it last year now, come into it and help the team?
Well, we hope that our experiences over the last 2 seasons in Europe will help us. But we've also been at Freiburg here not too long ago, and they've also been at the London Stadium not too long ago. What effect that has on the game, I'm not sure. But we hope that we can continue to get into the latter stages of European competitions.
David, having already played Freiburg, do you see it as a help or a hindrance in terms of when the draw was made?
As I said, I have no idea how it goes. I think the interesting thing about the whole competition, I think there was 3 teams drawn against each other again, teams who've won the group and who were also runners-up. So I think it's three times, which I think's an interesting draw. Obviously, Freiburg have had to beat Lens, who it was a really good result to beat them over 2 legs. And we'll have to come and try and play very well again and get positive results.
And just last one for me. Obviously, last time there were no West Ham fans here. Now you've got best part of 2,000 here.
Yeah. Do you want to answer that first part first? I'm sorry, or do you want me to? Yeah,
go on. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry,
I can do
I'm just I'm
a double header.
Aware of the translator. I hope that the West Ham supporters here are able to travel, because I know there's been some disruption. It doesn't sound like Germany to me. I thought it was only the UK where we had problems with trains, etc. I thought Germany was okay, but I hope trains and planes, I should say. But I hope that they get here all well. I have to say, I found the atmosphere in the German stadiums incredible, really have. Probably better than the Premier League, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 clubs. And I expect tomorrow night to have another great atmosphere. So I hope the West Ham supporters enjoy the experience and get here safely.
David, just on the fans, obviously it's not a secret that it's been a little bit awkward at the start of 2024 with the little dip that you had. But Europe over the last 2 years, 3 years has been so incredible for people. No one's going to forget Prague in a hurry. So do you see another European run as a chance to kind of remind people of how good it's been, rebuild that kind of connection, or strengthen the connection?
Yeah, I obviously want us to have another great run in Europe. I would like us also to finish strong and hopefully qualify for Europe again in the league. And I agree. We've had a month or so where we've not been so good, but I think that we're back on form at the moment. We've won two good games recently, and I just sense that we're beginning to get back to where we should be. So I hope that we can show that starting tomorrow night again and continue.
David, when the going was a bit rough earlier on this year, were you sustained by the glow of Prague and knowing that European football was on the horizon and that you were going to be back involved in Europe?
Yes, but I generally didn't feel that we were doing so bad. I felt that our league position was strong. We had won the group in Europe. Yeah, we could look back again. I've had to mention it a few times just to keep reminding people that it wasn't so long ago and that happened. But obviously, everybody wants it now, and I accept that and I understand that. And I think we're showing people that we're not going away. We're resilient, and we'll keep challenging. We'll keep trying to push to improve.
Boss, first off, West Ham played nearly 40% of the European matches in their history in the last 3 seasons. And also, were we to get through this round, there's only 5 other clubs who could say that they've been in 3 European quarterfinals in the last 3 years, including Real Madrid, Man City, Roma, Benfica. And West Ham would be another one if we could get through. Obviously, it's big if.
Yeah.
But when we look back on this period, whatever happens in this round, we can look back on this 3-year period and say, blimey, that was a sustained spell.
Impressive stats, which I didn't know. But
See, I don't plant.
you know, I have to say, look, I think for West Ham to be a European club in the first place was incredible. I remember it greatly. The game we qualified, the celebration. I thought that we were all on a European tour. We've now been on it now for 3 years. Not only 3 years, but I do know, because I saw it the other day, I think we've played over 30 games in the 3 years in Europe. So, which is giving you an idea of what we've had to do. So, yeah, it's a good start. We want to keep it going. We want to build on it. I didn't know I had 40% of the games as a West Ham manager in charge in Europe. So, yeah, I take it, and hopefully we can keep it going.
James, you've played in Europa League before, obviously, with Southampton. It's the first time you've reached the knockout stages. So do you see this as a great opportunity to be able to push on through the knockout stages?
Yeah, for sure. I think playing in Europe is a fantastic experience, and of course, as a player, you want to be playing at the highest level possible. So yeah, to go a step further is great, but obviously with the success that the club had last year and the momentum that we've got, we want to go even further. So hopefully this round is a stepping stone to the next one.
James, just in terms of yourself, how you found the past few months at West Ham, and what more do you think you'll bring to the team?
Yeah, no, I've really enjoyed the start of my career at West Ham. I think it's everything that I expected it to be. I think it helped joining the club with the momentum of the Europa Conference League from last season. And I'm enjoying playing my football and representing this club. It's been a real honour so far. And
in terms of your teammate Lucas Paqueta, before joining, did you know he was this good? Are you shocked by how good he is? And yeah, no, I knew of his quality, obviously having watched him previously. But he's a fantastic player, a really important player in the squad, and I think it speaks a lot of him as a player when just him being back on the training pitch gives everybody a lift. And he's got that typical Brazilian style, plays with confidence, and you can see his love for the game, and I feel as though that's infectious for the rest of the group. And last for me, James, in terms of its manager, we've seen, obviously not the club anymore, we saw Declan Rice become an important player for England. We saw Jarrod Bowen an England recall. In terms of yourself, under the manager's guidance, how confident are you that you can force your way back into the England squad?
Yeah, I think that's always in the back of my mind as a player. I've been in and out of the squad over the last few years, but the only thing that's going to get me into that squad is by playing regularly and playing well enough to a level that the manager sees fit. So I'm just focusing on that and doing well, and if that call comes, then so be it.
James, you've played in a League Cup final, which you didn't deserve to lose. You've been brought into England's squads, which is obviously a feather in any player's cap. But you haven't played in many games of the stature of this tie. Is this one of the biggest games of your career because of West Ham's proficiency in Europe over the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I'd say so, and I think that's one of the reasons why I joined West Ham was to enjoy these European nights and to have these sort of games. And I feel as though I've gathered a lot of experience over the years in certain situations, and I feel as though I'm definitely ready for these sort of matches, and it's one that I'm really looking forward to.
James, obviously you've got a lot of assists from set pieces this season, but it's been a long time since you've scored a free kick, which is a surprise because of your record. Is that playing on your mind at all, and do you sense that one might be coming?
No, it doesn't play on my mind. I think I think the free kicks have been scored often in the last few years, and I think the average time that you should score that amount of free kicks is probably longer than I have done. So I've scored a lot in a short amount of time, and I'm not phased about not scoring one yet. I think it will come, and being the person that I am, it's down to me to work even harder to make sure that I get back on the goal scoring run in the free kicks.
Hi James. As a player who watched the West Ham win the Conference League from afar last season, how much is that night in Prague mentioned by the players that were there and experienced it, and how much will it come into tomorrow night in terms of the experience those players have of that?
Yeah, I think the experience that they would have endured, I think, will definitely be beneficial for this season as well. And a lot of good memories, and of course, we all love playing football, so it's not only the game they talk about, but the celebrations and the feelings they had after. And I think when a team or a club gets that success by winning a trophy, I think that is then in the back of their minds going forward. So hopefully we can recreate some of those experiences again.
A few weeks ago, the manager's future was dominating the news, given a tough start to the year, but obviously West Ham have turned the corner in the last 2 games. Two-part question. Do you think that was unfair, given what Moyes has achieved here, and how did he get the best out of the group?
No, I think it would be unfair for me to comment on that, because I think, with the manager, the job that he's done has been fantastic for the club, and in my short amount of time since I've been here, I've thoroughly enjoyed working under him, and I think I can speak for a lot of the lads when I say that. And the focus for us today is preparing for the game tomorrow, making sure that we give ourselves a really good platform going back to the London Stadium with hopefully a good result.